know what you'd like for your in-flight meal?
What are you serving?
Oh, we have fish or chicken.
Ooh, wait. I just heard the magic words. Chicken. Go on order you a big bucket and take a bite. You black motherfucker. I'll have the fish.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I just realized we are all out of the fish.
Back in the game, baby. How was it prepared?
Oh, it's fried.
Hallelujah. 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 You big lip.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Who are the most cripplingly insecure group of people in America by population? You may guess preteen girls at each other in a locker room somewhere, and you'd almost be right. But ladies and gentlemen, at least those people will grow up eventually. And the worst of them will probably grow up and become professional political class members. The professional political class are the most detestable, grotesque, insecure, cripplingly so group of people in America. They desire and crave with every fiber of their being the blind, lobotomized seal clapping adulation of strangers. You don't get a worse group of people than that. Power in this country is amalgamated by sort of a blob of people who don't actually know you, kind of thinking they know you and liking you, and then voting for you. And it's a really bad way to go through life to be a professional politician. It means really bad things happen to you. And what it creates in the very end is sort of like a completely shell of a person who has no moral integrity, no backbone, doesn't actually believe in anything, and who just openly, cravenly pander to any group that they think will give them power. It creates grotesque human Frankensteins like Kamala Harris, who doesn't even know how to pronounce her own name. She's said it both ways, Kamala and Kamala, but also who doesn't even know how to speak in her own native tongue. And what do I mean by that? Well, Kamala Harris was raised in California briefly, and then Canada for the majority of her life. Kamala Harris, however, wants you to know that as soon as she's in front of the right audience, she turns directly into old Aunt Jemima. Oh man, you've never heard a Southern accent like this. As soon as Kamala believes that a certain group will give her power if she talks or pantomimes their actions or accents, hot damn, Kamala Harris goes right in.
I'm pointing to the direction of what I believe is the Capitol. And what needs to happen in terms of people who otherwise have evidenced themselves having a feckless quality to show some courage, to reject the false notion that suggests you're either in favor of the Second Amendment or you want to take everyone's guns away, when in fact it's just reasonable. I support the Second Amendment, but it's reasonable to say we need an assault weapons ban. It's reasonable to say we need universal background checks, that we need red flag laws. It's reasonable to say that if you want to deal with violence in the community, you also got to understand it's not only about mass shooting situations, which are horrific, and it's about everyday gun violence.
It's like 7 different accents she used there. Could you imagine being this person? Could you imagine the black, empty hole in your soul? Having to go and pantomime and fake and power gobble your way to the top by trying to be everything for everyone, by not actually being your own person. It is a grotesque practice, ladies and gentlemen. It is perfectly demonstrated, of course, by the worst of our political class, the worst of our political criminals, in fact. Hillary Clinton famously talking about hot sauce in her purse.
No, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you getting information right now? Hot sauce. Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
Right? The most cripplingly insecure people, narcissists in America. People are saying you're pandering to black people because Hillary Clinton, you don't carry hot sauce in your purse. Oh, well, is my pandering working? Poor Charlamagne the God. He gets it. He gets it the worst of anyone.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Okay, so you're not black, Charlamagne, if you like Trump. What was Charlamagne's reaction to that?
Man, where's Trump?
Yeah.
Get this motherfucker out. Motherfuckers, they feel like they would rather get it raw. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? At least
Yeah.
we know where that motherfucker's
Hell
These
yeah.
motherfuckers is gassing us
He
up,
got two
lying to
albums
us,
on. Nah.
promising us shit and didn't
Yeah.
deliver.
Nah,
like,
that's bullshit.
like, I cannot wait to see, and I'm already watching it. I'm watching Democrats start the campaign. They're already like,
Hillary.
you gotta go out there and vote. Like, democracy depends on it. I'm like, when y'all gonna start governing like democracy depends?
So, Charlamagne the God, I've always enjoyed seeing his commentary. I agree with maybe 15% of it. But he seems to be of an open mind, and he also doesn't seem to be a stupid person, and he's calling these people out. Democrats are out on pandering. And how they pander specifically to racial minorities, black people, is one of the premier groups. Got hot sauce in your purse? Is it working? Am I pandering? Kamala Harris with her accent. Okay? Aunt Jemima. Yeah. But you ain't seen nothing yet. If you want to hear my southern accent, you ain't seen nothing yet. I wonder what Charlamagne's take is on this new Joe Biden video. Joe Biden dropped a video on X saying it was great to spend time with Christian and Carter to discuss their involvement in community and schools. Joe Biden went and got fried chicken for a black family in the Carolinas and then awkwardly sat at their table and like mumbled his way through I don't think you could even call it a conversation. Just sort of like tried to suck on his dentures and keep his dentures in his mouth and like stay awake while trying to talk to these young kids. Now, we're lucky he didn't have a corn pop flashback here, but man, this is hard to watch. Get ready. Cringe alert, baby.
Oh man, you got chicken fingers. You got the whole deal.
Oh man, you got chicken fingers. You got chicken fingers. You got the whole deal.
I went the route of making sure I had a hamburger.
So Joe Biden got chicken for everyone except for himself. He got himself a hamburger. Charlamagne, can you please comment on this?
So tell me
Has Joe Biden got any hot sauce?
about you guys. What you doing these days?
Why don't you?
Tell me about you guys. What you doing these days? Joe Biden's never met these people. He's never met them. Didn't know these people. He just randomly stopped in these people's house. So the story goes. The campaign just set him up. And so these are their shots. The guy's putting ketchup on his fries. Heinz ketchup on his fries. These are the money shots that Biden's team put together.
Share about your passion of sports.
I'm playing AAU basketball right now.
Are you really? Are you guard?
Yes, sir.
Now, what grade?
No follow-up question. Nothing. Not like, are you good? Or what's your favorite, like, can you dunk? Or whatever, whatever you'd ask. Like, no follow-up questions, nothing. Just like, oh, okay.
7th grade.
7th grade.
Right now, I'm just doing basketball, point guard on the JV team for my school.
How about in school? How y'all doing in school? What you tell the president about the school?
Favorite thing about it is the business academy I'm in. You get to travel, so we've been to NC State, Wake Tech, and
You're kidding me.
we went to this small dry cleaning business, and it's cool. It's a great experience.
There's nothing wrong with what the kids are saying, but they're kids, right? Joe Biden is the resident of the White House. And so it's Joe Biden who should be knowledgeable about how to interact with people and how to get people's responses and how to vibe with the conversation and how to be not camera shy. Nothing wrong with what the boys are saying. The boys are just eating a meal. It's this creepy old diseased man who's sniffing around their house that makes everything awkward.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed. What are you impressed about? What are you impressed? Again, Joe Biden's conversation here makes no sense.
Program at the school?
Yes, sir, it is. It just started. Just a couple of years ago.
You know how much this guy loves you. You just feel it, can't you?
Yes, sir.
Your dad jumped in front of a bullet for you.
Your dad would jump in front of a bullet for you. So you go and you talk with a black family and you talk about people getting hit by bullets. I mean, I know it's a turn of phrase, but really? Really? Joe. The same guy that says you're not black, you don't vote for him.
By the way, we dads are hard to raise once you're a teenager.
We dads are hard to raise once you're a teenager. Look at that. There's the actual caption. Is Joe Biden know English? English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? We dads are hard to raise. Oh, you're retarded.
By the way, we dads are hard to raise once you're a teenager. We're hard to raise, so you gotta be patient with us, you know what I mean?
I see.
A little patient.
And that's it. That's the end of the video. That's it. That's what Joe Biden posted. Like, at least, aside from being the most atrocious pandering we've ever seen, can we all take a second to acknowledge how impressive these young men are? Super sharp. This guy buys black kids chicken fingers and then talks to them about basketball. This could not be more disingenuous, says somebody who's, I would assume, not a MAGA Republican. Ooh, this commenter got him right. Joe, 1977 would have been a good time to spend time with Christian and Carter and discuss their involvement in communities and schools. 1977, Biden said integrating black students would turn schools into a jungle, a racial jungle. I don't want my children to grow up in a jungle, a racial jungle. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah. And then people bringing up the fact that Joe Biden said black people aren't black unless they vote for him. Like, at what point do you have to recognize that this party and these people, like, actually hate you? Like watch their actions. Watch their interactions with you. Right? Like, they actually hate you. They don't like you. You know who does care about, well, all Americans, but especially the people who've had a tough go, people who may have been unjustly targeted by our judicial system, is Donald Trump. Here's Donald Trump after his arrest. The people of Fulton County taking to the streets to cheer him on. An amazing moment in American history. Every time you've seen Donald Trump interact with somebody, any American, what you see is a authentic, real interaction. I have been backstage with Donald Trump, like virtually alone. And I can tell you, the guy is just genuine. There is just no lying in the man. And that is why situations like this, there's no contrivances in a situation like this.
I'm standing in that spot. I love this guy right here. Let me give this guy a hug right here. I love this guy right here.
That's really
Yeah.
Come here. That's really nice. And that's from the heart. I didn't want to put you in that position, you know, but that's from the heart. Special guy.
No, there's no contrivances. It's just real love. One of the first people to visit Donald Trump when he was president-elect at Trump Tower was Kanye West, who walked up to the office of the president-elect, and then Donald Trump walked him down. They had a great laugh. They didn't really say anything. They just sort of stood there.
Just friends and
Trump said he's a good dude.
man.
He's a good man.
Doing well. Long time. We've been friends
That's
for a
it.
long time. Life. We discussed life.
We discussed life. It's amazing. And then Kanye West says nothing. Kanye West simply says, I just want to take a photo with my man Trump. And they got their photo. And then Trump turns and dabs him up and walks away. They hug each other. Like, literally in this 10-second interaction, it is like better, like, and more human, the interaction, than obviously every, like, the hours of footage that they probably got of Joe Biden with this poor family. And I say poor, I have no idea what their financial state is. I say poor because they had to, like, spend time with Joe Biden, like, awkwardly huffing and groveling and wheezing in their home. So painfully awkward. If you actually cared about what young black men thought, then the media wouldn't replay Joe Biden propaganda videos cut to try and desperately make Joe Biden look like he's speaking English or like cogent at all, they would like go to the street and actually ask young black men. We have a friend of the show, Shani Rich, who's done just that. And the results are, well, stunning, but also true. Watch.
Evil, you know, with Trump.
Yeah, I'm with Trump. I don't know what everybody got against him.
Yo, he was making the breadwinners, you heard?
I'm a Democrat too, but we Trump. We need Trump back in office right now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I with Trump, to be honest with you, bro, for real, Trump really did this. And I like him because he's about money. It wasn't about no politics. He wanted to make America great again. Through Trump.
That boy Trump be making sure to get their bread. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking Trump for life. Trump for life. I ain't gonna lie.
Love Donald Trump. Trump wanted us to get off our and get some money. Trump 2024.
It's the truth. He made everybody hold a piece of money. You know?
Trump really love ballers. So Trump running it how it's supposed to be ran. And people just can't take it. And he putting out facts in front of the people. He ain't lying to the people. People just don't want to accept the truth.
Trump, man, we rocking with you. Love you, Trump. My dog. Uncle T, what's up?
Trump put the money in our pocket.
Trump had the country on a better path as far as economically.
He put America first, so it makes sense. I like someone who like to play his people first.
Trump 2024, my brother.
They know they can't get him for none of the real shit. We get it, gang.
Yeah. I ain't used to like that. But now, bro, I realize that he meant well for the country. Bro. We need that back. Free Trump. Trump 2024.
They are tricked y'all dumb to get Trump out the chair. And now look how that shit done backfired on y'all dumb. Trump got my back. Trump for life.
Donald Trump. He showed us love. And he didn't stop. 2024 Trump. Trump 2024. We from Baltimore.
I ain't gonna lie. Trump, my mother, dog.
That guy.
He's probably the best thing for America right now, no cap. Really.
Trump. My man Trump. He's gangsta. I like him. I love him. Make America great again. Let's go.
Trump 2024, Trump 2028, Trump 2032. Man, listen. Trump for life.
More love in just I think that's filmed with like an iPhone on the streets of Miami. More love in that iPhone footage from a independent reporter just walking the streets, talking to randos, than in the greatest possible contrivances that they could leverage from the Biden campaign to try and make Joe Biden look authentic or normal, personable, or likable. The last time Joe Biden had anything like remotely interesting or active to say about his interactions with black Americans was when he was telling the story of Corn Pop. That was the last time that Joe Biden was really animated about anything having to do with black Americans. And that was when he called a young black man named Corn Pop a racial slur because he had too much pomade in his hair, and then threatened to kill him with a rusty razor blade. Go back and listen to the Corn Pop story. That's literally what Joe Biden talks about when he was a lifeguard in Wilmington. So that's your guy. He also said poor kids are just as bright as white kids. Just as smart as white kids. Joe Biden's words, not mine. He also called Barack Obama clean and well-spoken. Joe Biden's words, not mine. I wouldn't say that. Joe Biden said it. Joe Biden said you can't go to Dunkin' Donuts without an Indian accent. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the great uniter, the most popular president ever, and the person who is going to depend on these minorities to vote for him in America and to try and get him back into office in 2024, and I just don't think it's going to work. I think people are done with the charade, they're done with the pandering, and they're done being lied to. No more lies. Pray for those two young men. Good for them. Vote Trump. Put on your MAGA hats, as Joe Biden was there. Come on, boy. Kanye'd be proud of you. It's your boy, Ben. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.